Alright, X-Brawn. What's your summoner name? We're all gonna laugh at you. So my name is Sex2. Okay. Somebody's been watching a little bit of iPad. Hey, no excuses now, bro. You're too deep. No excuses now. I've already seen your Blade of the Ruin King on Teemo. No excuses. That is a good name. Some of my homies might be willing to trade you names. Let me queue up really fast. Okay, I'm not in love with the build. I'm not in love with the rune choice. Okay, but let's not talk about that. Okay, we're here to focus on game. I like the skin though. Alright, okay. You're vibing, your homies are all chilling.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, I probably would auto attack him there. Okay, it works out. Alright, very nice, good. Yeah, the only AP this man's has is support Fiddlesticks with Predator. And he goes, you know what? I'm gonna fuck her with a Blade of a Ruin King. Okay. Anyways. Okay, this is all good. This is all fine. It's not a big thing, but instead of like positioning, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but instead of positioning like here, like you were earlier, it's probably better to position over here. That way if you go for an auto, you can go into the bush to drop aggro on the creeps and save some HP, but it's not a big deal.
Survival ain't pretty.
Yeah, you probably could have pressured this harder and like walked up. You have this bush to back into, but it's fine. Everything is going well. Alright, here is an important thing. Or not here. It's later, sorry. But we'll see what happens. You're vibing, you got a slow push going on, you hit level 2. You could have been playing more aggro on your level 2 power spike. You know, you could have walked up in anticipation of hitting 2 and traded like, even if he like auto queues you, you're gonna like auto and queue him, right? Okay, this is where important. When you're playing against level 3 ganking junglers, gotta ward after the second wave. Because that gank is gonna come at like 240. Okay, there's like the rule. The gank comes at like 240-ish. Okay? And you're not going to put the ward down. Nunu's a 3 camper. So Nunu's gonna go red, romp, blue, gank. Or blue gromp. Oh, you decided you just peace out. You dead-ass backed after 2 waves and bought a dagger. You weren't kidding. You got boots. Don't do this. If you want to go for the cheater recall, you crash the wave on the 3rd wave, on the cannon wave. So you slow push waves 1 and 2, and you hard push wave 3, and then you take your base. Does that make sense? You did 1, 2, and then backed. The wave got in, but it's not ideal. So like when you run back, you miss 1 melee, you miss 2 melees, 3 melees, a caster, 2 casters, so you missed 3 melees and 2 casters. You almost missed an entire wave's worth of farm to back then, okay? It's better to back after the 3rd wave, because 1, you'll be level 3, so you can have a point in W, 2, you're going to have more gold, and 3, cannons aren't there, so the cannons aren't going to shit on the other creeps. Okay, but you get back, he's level 3, he has a fuckload of creeps, his cannon's still up, and you're level 2. With, oh, you swapped your boots out for dagger, so you got it back to lane even later. Okay, it's 3:15, means jungler wants crab. Jungler's gotta be on some crab, right? Let's go back to teemo point of view. So, like, you can't contest him because he's 3 and you 2 because you took that base. Okay. Okay, you want to hold it. It's hard to hold this, though, because you're down a level. Is this silver or gold? It's platinum. Sounds good, 31 Edo. Alright. New snowball comes in. Yone has Q prepped. You don't flash it. You flash up. Okay. That's fine. Okay, you flash afterwards. And then you go 1 for 1. That was pretty, like, best case scenario, I'd say. I know it's gonna, like, sound obvious, and yeah. It's like, it's obviously a mistake, but I'll just put it into words. I see a lot of times, maybe, like, a Lux bind comes at you, or a Morg bind, or a new snowball, or, like, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, just flash the ability, and don't flash afterwards. It can take, like, some practice and getting used to know, like, what you need to flash and what you don't need to flash. But it's a lot better. No, we're not doing, like, a points thing. It's a lot better to just flash before it shows up. Even though you know that, and I'm, like, beating a dead horse, I'm just wanting to, like, put it into words. I think the big mistake here was taking your base. I think the base was really bad. And this isn't possible if you don't make that base. Running behind casters not the move? No, Nu can snowball through casters, as far as I know. I don't think that saves you. Okay, so you run back.
Survival ain't pretty.
You're only down 3 last hits, you have dagger boots. Okay, so let's see here. So here, you're like 4.5. And then Yone's probably like closer to 5. Yeah, he's almost 5. So it's not horrible. Nunu is a janky champ. I'd be playing in this bush. Yeah. I mean, it's okay to experiment. Like, Yone has like a clear weakness on, like, he can't really play the game unless his 3rd Q is stacked. So you can be, like, playing aggro and looking to auto him and then go into the bush. And you come out and try to auto him and go into the bush. So you're dropping the creep aggro every time you go into that bush. Okay, he's stacked. Board and try, it's fine. Snowball coming in makes sense. Okay, and then you get fucked. I think you just needed to dip. I wonder if he just kept running. Go back a little bit. Are you fucking dead right here? What the hell? You get the ward down, good. You see this Nunu come in, you back up pretty quickly. And then you try to juke the snowball, doesn't get it, and you die. Yeah, I wonder if you just, like, if you just ran here, I think you do live, even though you're gonna face tank the snowball. Like, you have phase rush and shit. But, oh well. I mean, he's bad early, but He's like a strong champion. He has a high skill cap, so I mean, if you know the matchups, know how to play around him.